ये खत्म हो गया था स्लाइड क्या? यही स्टार्ट किया था, ठीक है. ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है. So we were discussing about application of 6G. I think this is a good point to note. ये लड़का लोग तुम लोग गप क्यों करते हो? When there is lecture, keep quiet. अब प्रोफेसर हो के तुम गप करते हो, बाकी स्टूडेंट लोग क्या करेगा? समझा रहा था, ठीक है. हमको भी समझा दो क्या समझा रहे थे. ठीक है. Immersive learning, XR-enabled classrooms, holographic lectures from remote experts, and that is a very good point. You know, any country does not have all the experts. Some are India, some are in US, some are in Bangladesh, and so on. So it is a good idea. We have the remote way of teaching also, so that maybe some American person may not like to come to India because of busy schedule, but you can give expert lecture from sitting in India also. So that's a very good application we have. Adaptive curricula via AI analysis and student interaction, e-health and remote surgery, real-time haptic feedback, biodigital twins for diagnosis and prediction, secure sharing of health data, bit privacy preserving AI. Health data, people do not like to see that everybody knows his or her health information. So they want privacy to be maintained. Industry 5.0, human-robot collaboration, predictive maintenance, real-time age analytics in manufacturing. Disaster issues, rapidly deployable 6G drone satellite-based networks, high bandwidth communication in remote areas, AR overlays for emergency responders. Last but not least about agriculture, AI-driven field monitoring via IoT plus satellite imaging, terahertz links for sensor-rich environments, real-time analytics for weather, irrigation, and soil. These are the good applications we have for 6G. Key takeaways. Take away to your home and have nice dinner. You will get nice dinner, I think. Hmm? Are you sure? You will offer me also? 6G vision. Ubiquitous intelligent green networks. Core requirement terahertz, AI native, ultra low latency, hybrid coverage. Enabling technologies RIS, terahertz, VLC, quantum, XR, AJ. Design challenges, beamforming, interference, AI security, hardware limits we have. Applications, immersive, edtech, smart industries, healthcare, agriculture. These are good takeaways to your home and try to practice it also. I don't know if you go to Bangladesh, you would like to be a teacher or you would like to earn more money as an engineer. You have not decided yet. Okay. But one of my Bangladeshi students, he's in a top position in Bangladesh now. Perhaps one of the highest position in his field. He's sitting in Bangladesh. So I will give you his address and you can talk to him. He was my student. Okay, last lecture for today. Who is happy to see the last slide? It is not last, but last maybe how many slides I have for the last lecture? Maybe 20? 20 means 20 minutes. Or if I talk in my own way, it may take 5 minutes each slide. I think nobody will be happy with me. So I will go for on the average half a minute each slide. Will you be happy? Or you will be happy if I take 5 minutes each slide? You decide. Everybody is silent. They want half minutes each slide. Okay, at least I will show you all the slides. But you are not hungry. Anybody is hungry? And anybody is angry with me? Either hungry or angry. Okay. Learning goal. You have come here to learn something. So goal is to explore the architectural design of 6G systems and the emerging privacy, security, and trust issues in next generation networks. Have you ever tried to understand what is the meaning of privacy and security? When we call privacy and we call security, do you find any difference between the two words, privacy and security? Anyone can explain to me if there is any difference between privacy and security? Or do you think they are both common word?
They are interlinked, but they still have some difference. They still have some difference.
I have given you 5 minutes to tell the difference between privacy and
What
security.
I understand by privacy is something which is very personal. For example, it could be your own privacy, which you do not want anybody to intrude into. Security is also very similar, but it is on a large scale. Security maybe in terms of your data, security maybe in terms of uh, your position, security maybe in terms of what kind of information you want others to know. Uh, but privacy is entirely very personal to yourself.
You are correct.
So
Just
that's
like
what.
him, he is married and now he has a girlfriend. That's privacy. And then he will not like that his wife should know that he has a girlfriend. This is the privacy,
Yes, very personal.
very personal.
Very personal.
And security is different.
Yeah, but they're interlinked.
Interlinked, you are right.
They're interlinked.
So remember, don't try to have the privacy. Better have wife, enjoy the life. Okay? Don't try to create a girlfriend. You are cheating both of them. This is the first lesson I am giving you for 6D course. Is it a good lesson? It is a good lesson. As an Indian, I am giving good lesson. Or whether you talk India or Bangladesh doesn't matter. We have the same culture, same way of eating, similar food. So lesson for you also, my friend. 6D system architecture essentials. Distributed and decentralized framework, integration of heterogeneous network components, open and programmable infrastructure, secure and intelligent data planes. What makes 6G architecture unique? This is also uniqueness. I'm telling this boy another joke. He's married, having a wife, and finding a girlfriend. This is also uniqueness. Create the uniqueness, but don't try to create that uniqueness. Okay? I'm telling everybody, whether boy or girl doesn't matter. Message to everybody. Have one partner, enjoy the life the best way. I think I'm becoming the professor of philosophy, I think. Do you understand? Amen. I'm becoming a professor of philosophy, not political science. No, philosophy. Philosophy is a good subject.
Anybody who does doctorate is actually a master or because the degree which they get is a doctor of philosophy.
Philosophy.
Some sort of philosophy is always there.
Some part of philosophy
Some
is there.
part of philosophy.
Okay. So Tuesday I will talk about philosophy. So what makes the architecture unique? One example already I gave you, and my Bangladeshi student understood my example. Did you understand my example? And will you remember whole life? And you will teach your students if you are a professor there in Bangladesh. Maybe you remain in India and you teach here. AI native networks, AI ML not as an add-on but embedded into the core, handling self-learning, optimization, prediction, self-organizing and self-healing networks that adapt and recover autonomously. Service-aware and intent-based networks understand user and device intent, example, autonomous vehicles, streaming, and so on. What makes this architecture unique? This is the topic. Do you think it makes unique? Example which I gave for human life, that is a unique example. But do you think it is unique? Do you feel so? Everybody? Do you want to add some more points here?
Cloud storage.
Which one?
Uses of cloud storage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Any other point anybody want to add? What did you say? Okay, let's go ahead further. This is my last lesson for today, yeah? Distributed and decentralized framework. My student who prepared the slide, she was warning in the morning as if she is my mother. Professor, you should remember, you are almost 80. Stop teaching such a long time whole day. I said, are you my mother or a student? At the moment, I am your mother, sir. Because as a student, he will not listen to me. I said, don't worry, I will come and take rest when you offer me good food. So, I love food. Food is my weakness, and particularly Indian food. I need Indian food. And this young man is not offering me Indian food. He's giving me Chinese food, Taiwanese food. Till now, he has not given Indian food. Tomorrow, his wife is invited for dinner. I don't know whether she will prepare Chinese food, Indian, 100%. Shall I trust him?
Yes, sir.
Huh? I should trust him. I will get good Indian food tomorrow evening. I will like it. And I will eat more than. So Tuesday, when I come, my belly will be up to here. Sunday and Monday. Monday, he will take me some restaurant, I think. Good restaurant. Or a roadside restaurant. He will take me roadside food because that will be cheaper. There he has to spend only 100 rupees. And if he take me to 5-star restaurant, he has to spend 10,000 rupees. So 100 and 10,000, large difference, just like 6G and 5G. So he will say, sir, you taught me 6G, so I'm going towards 6G, therefore I'm offering the dinner on the roadside. I will tell you on Tuesday, what did he offer me on roadside? No, he's a very good host. Don't take it seriously. No, never take it seriously. But I'm getting nervous about the dinner. Maybe some Bengali restaurant on roadside. Do we have in Assam? Bengali restaurant on roadside? I think he will take me there, I think. But anyway, tomorrow he's promising me to take home. And I'm 100% sure his wife will prepare the best food of India. Anybody has doubt about it? Have you ever eaten his wife food? Did you like it? Okay. If he liked, I will like more than him. I will tell you on Tuesday what did I eat tomorrow and what did I eat day after tomorrow in a Bengali restaurant on the roadside. Okay, please go ahead. Example is a real time. This is also 6G. When it was 2G, 3G, teachers never talked like this. But since I'm classical old professor with 6G experience, I'm talking all the stories and joking with my host. And I'm sure he will decide never invite Professor Prasad. Invite every professor in the world, but not from Denmark, Professor Prasad. Example is a real-time drone, but he's taking seriously. He's replying me. He's telling me, no, means forget about coming here again. And he will inform his director, sir, he does not deserve to be invited. And let us say he does not get paid his flight ticket also. So everything will go from my pocket, flight ticket, everything. So I will get bankrupt in India. I think I have to look at my pocket. If at least few rupees are saved to have my lunch dinner in Delhi and fly back to Denmark. A real-time drone fleet, I think Operation relies on edge decision making supported by central cloud for data backup and analytics. I think this is a good point. Shall I continue and shall I stop? Continue. I have another boss. When I'm asking him, he should say, stop. Don't you think? Have you played a game stop? When I was a young boy in India, we used to play game stop. And stop, when I said to you, you have to do like this. Till I say start. Something like that. I try to remember. Maybe I was 10 years, 11 years young boy that time. So when I used to be get angry with my friends, I say stop. It means, oh, I will tell her to stop. So terrestrial, non-terrestrial networks, 6G includes satellite, UAVs, HAPS, high altitude platform, ensures global coverage, including undeserved areas, hybrid backhaul and front haul, mix of optical fiber, millimeter wave, and terahertz communication. These are all going into the hybrid side. Oh man, I'm not able to talk now. I need whiskey. I'm your guest and you should offer me whiskey. Very whiskey. When I teach, I like to have whiskey. A drop of whiskey, continue.
But I heard that you don't drink and you don't drink. What's the weekend don't drink?
I don't drink when my wife is with me. Now she is not with me, so I can drink.
So my spirit is offering some
Juice.
juice. Coconut.
Thank you. Have you put drop of whiskey there? I think whiskey will give me energy, and I will teach you better than what I am teaching now. A glass of whiskey, my brain will become sharper, I will get younger, and talk in a free mood. Anybody is having whiskey in his room? Then I will give you 5 minute break, bring the whiskey. No. No chance. Okay, I should continue. Did I finish this slide or still I have to read? So open core, network slicing and micro service based core architecture facilitates intent based networking and service delivery. Secure and intelligent data planes in 6G. That's important point. As 6G network evolved to handle diverse services, real-time demands, and massive connectivity, the data plane responsible for transmitting user data must be reimagined to be both secure and intelligent. The data plane, also called user plane, is a part of the network that carries user data, like video streams, messages, and so on. In contrast, the control plane message network signaling and policy decisions. Authentication. We were talking about privacy, security, authentication, and another term. Can you differentiate privacy, security, and authentication?
So privacy, as I said, is more personal.
Privacy, already I told this man.
Yeah. Privacy,
He is
security.
married and finding a girlfriend.
Authentication is more of a system where you where the entire system or where the entire process gets completed once and once when there is a good when there is an authentication from the sender side to the receiver side. So you
Right.
have a acknowledgement kind of a thing in authentication. So first you need to send that information, then obviously the one to whom you are sending needs to receive that, give you an acknowledgement back, and then you authenticate, yes, probably this data has been verified in a sense that it is now okay for further processing or for further analysis.
So it is clear to everybody, yeah?
And the second is both the users, for example, the transmitter as well as the receiver,
Hmm.
must be authenticated in the sense that are both the users genuine or not. So in a sense, there is an authentication in that sense also. So whether the user or whether the source can send the data back to the receiver, are they both authenticated? Are they both users which have the right to send and receive data?
Hmm.
Say for example, in case of a Bluetooth, or say for example in case of a Zigbee, where both the users know each other, then only they are authorized to send data. So same in case of 6G also. So first and foremost, sending a data involves two things. One is the control users, where before sending any information, you need to authenticate whether the users are authenticated or not, and then only you will be able to send the information.
Correct.
Followed by your security.
Everybody is clear with privacy, security, and authentication. Is it clear to all of you? Secure slicing of the source per user application. So every user have a different application. So network slicing allows the 6G infrastructure to be partitioned into virtual slices, each tailored to a specific user application or industry. Example, healthcare, gaming, autonomous vehicles. Secure slicing ensures isolation between slices, end-to-end encryption within each slice, dynamic policy enforcement for individual applications, first slice quality of services and secure service level. Use cases in hospitals, remote surgery system can operate over a secure, low latency slice separate from public internet traffic or entertainment streaming. These are a few points which are very important. AI-driven data flow management. Some students are from management side also. Anybody from management side? Also all technology. All technology. So in 6G data planes will leverage embedded AI ML agents to become intelligent, adaptive system capable of real-time data path optimization, adaptive quality of services enforcement, real-time threat detection, and technology involved. Technology involved are deep packet inspection using AI, behavior analytics for user device anomalies, federated learning to share insight across slices without sharing raw data. So raw data is not considered. The real-time data path optimization is dynamically select the fastest, least congested, or most secure data route. Respond to changing network conditions instantly. Example, shifting user from congested ground network to area satellite aspects. Then adaptive quality of services, adjust bandwidth latency and priority based on real-time demand policy. Use the AI to predict spikes in demand and pre-allocate resources. Real-time threat detection is monitor for anomalies in data traffic. Example is DDoS attacks, spoofed data injections, AI-generated threats. Use machine learning models to detect and isolate threats before they impact services. So these are the few parameters which is very important and interesting and keep in your mind for the flow management. Examples are smart manufacturing. Thousands of sensors stream telemetry to a central controller. You know, sensors, how many sensors we have to use in the future, nobody knows. And really, in your system itself, there are a lot of sensors which you have to understand to go for multi-communication. The data plane allocates a private slice with strict quality of services encryption. Use the AI to detect if abnormal vibration data. This is not important so much. 6G data plane will not just carry data, it will analyze, protect, and prioritize in the real time. This is a very important statement. Keep in your mind, it will not just carry data, it will analyze it, protect it, prioritize it in real time. Secure slicing ensures user-specific application isolated environments. AI integration enables predictive control, autonomous defense, and optimization. This is essential for enabling mission critical application. So always you have the mission, that is very important. So this is essential for enabling mission critical applications such as autonomous transportation, telemedicine, and smart infrastructure. They are the key points which have to take care. Privacy and security. Already young professor explained to you. Let me see what slides I have for me. Privacy and security challenges in 6G. So particularly we are talking about the 6G applications. This section drives into the legal framework. But when you talk about security and privacy, it is also legal aspects. Just when I was telling he's married, looking for a girlfriend is also a legal example. He cannot do that legally. This section dives into the legal framework, technical solutions, emerging threats, and architectural shifts necessary to build secure and privacy preserving 6G network. As we step into the 6G era, where data flows faster, further, and more frequently than ever, privacy and security are no longer optional features. They are fundamental pillars of trust, safety, and societal adoption. Why it matters? 6G will power real-time medical diagnosis, autonomous drones, remote surgeries, immersive XR education, and personal AI agents. All of these depend on the collection, processing, and sharing of highly sensitive, context-rich, and personal data. But increased connectivity also means increased vulnerability. Then about the design, this lecture addresses how 6G must be designed with security and privacy at its core, not as an afterthought, but as a built-in and intelligent function. We will talk through the challenges, framework, and technologies that can make this possible. So security and privacy is so important that should be addressed before the system is designed and developed. You cannot say that it can be done after everything is ready. From the very beginning, it has to be included in the system, otherwise it will not work. So legal and ethical context. We begin by understanding the global legal framework that shape privacy, GDPR, HIPAA, and India's new DPDPA. I don't know what is India's DPDPA. Have you heard about it? Okay, I will look into it and tell you on Tuesday because I don't know what is India's new DPDPA. I will look at it, but also I'm not familiar. And how 6G must incorporate privacy by design and by default. So she knows that I'm going to India. Perhaps she has put this slide. I'm sure she might be knowing about what is India's DPDA. You also look at it, and I will also look at it.
GDPR is Data Protection Regulation.
What is the law in India then?
I think probably it is a law that protects, but GDPR is not for India. It is for Europe. GDPR is basically for Europe. Some sort
Europe.
of standardization.
So that's why she used the word India, I think.
Yes, GDPR is for Europe. And DPD is for India.
Hmm?
So that HIPAA and GDPR is for Europe.
Hmm.
DPDA is for India.
Okay.
DPD is for because India's new DPD is for India. GDPR is for Europe.
But anyway, I'm not familiar, but I will find out or I will call her. Emerging threat landscape, we then examine the new advanced threats 6G will face. But all of you check. Tuesday I will ask, this will be a question in the examination. What is India DPD? Make a question for that and see how many students reply the question. He will reply it. He's always, yes, ma'am. Emerging threat landscape, we then examine the new and advanced threats 6G will face, from AI-generated cyber attacks to quantum computing risk and insecure IoT environments. Zero trust architecture for 6G will explore how the zero trust model, where no user device is inherently trusted, becomes essential in 6G, supported by tools like blockchain, secure, and behavior monitoring. Remaining the CIA triad, finally we rethink the classic principle of confidentiality, integrity, and availability for a world where decisions are made by machines in milliseconds at the edge. Okay, so trust is coming out here because you must have the trust. One is the security and privacy, authenticating, but trust is another important parameter in 6G. Legal and ethical context. Of course, we have to look the law, we have to look the region and the scope. And you can see DPDPA, they are talking about India. GDPR is European Union, Central Data Protection Regulations, Personal Data Consent, Right to be Forgotten. HIPA is United States, protects health-related data and patient confidentiality. DPDPA is India, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, it is perhaps in 23, that's what she has mentioned, governs collection, processing, and storage of digital personal data. I think this is a very important point. Why it matters in 6G. 6G will deal with real-time hyper-personal data, including biometrics, location, brain wave signals via BCI and health data. Privacy must be built into the network design, not added afterward. Privacy by design integrated from architecture level. As I told you in the beginning, only privacy security has to be added. Privacy by default, enabled in all default configurations. You said my slide will be over, it is not getting over.
Currently, what kinds of privacy methods are being currently used in data
What did you ask?
currently, what kind of privacy methods are used while transmitting data, digital data?
Can you reply him?
In India,
In India,
yeah, I think as per that DPDR, I think these are mainly digital privacy rules are there, and I think the act has probably come in 2023. So basically, that are digital, mainly protection of digital data. So digital data could be anything, any sort of digital data, but that doesn't pertain to people only in India. It is so that basically it is for people or individuals or data that has been generated in India. But as far as I think the GPDR, which is the Europe, this is talking about Europe, that I think is only related to individuals in Europe, but location could be global. That's where the difference is. So, so if I say that if it has been implemented for protection of data in Europe for individuals, maybe the industry could be for somebody who has an industry abroad also. Maybe the person could be from Europe, but he can protect his data anywhere globally. But as far as India's GPD is concerned, that is only protection of digital law or digital data pertaining to Indians only in India. That is not applicable to.
then for protection, like there must be some encryption.
Exactly. So we have got this, I think some quantum-based
Yeah.
privacy rules are there. Some, and I think at this moment we have some blockchain-based regulations, but those are not yet been digitalized. Digitalized in the sense, I think that is still in practice.
That if it will be using those
I think it has to. If we are implementing 6G, because in India, I think that organization Bharat Alliance is still working on the privacy rules, but it has not yet formulated. I recently read some article also, they have not yet formulated.
But also talk about the decentralized system. So blockchain has a select of decentralized. So we can expect blockchain to be
Yeah, blockchain, because when we talk about 6G, we have the integration of AI also. We have the integration of security and privacy. Security and privacy is possible only with the advent of blockchain. Along with blockchain, we have quantum also coming into the picture because somewhere I've studied or probably seen that some of the quantum-based, not the quantum-based, but some of the blockchain-based algorithms can only be broken if you are enforcing some sort of a quantum. So in a way, it gets protected. And obviously, 6G talks about high level of security, authentication, privacy. So I think that could be the future. In fact, if you're talking about security, there has to be an inclusion of AI, has to be an inclusion of your blockchain, there has to be an inclusion of that only will make it more, not only more data protect, obviously data secure, but it should also be more and more, what to say, quality in the sense it gets more and more secure with more privacy, with very fast, high data rate, which you already know, very low latency. But along with that, at the end of the day, it should be protected also. It should be secured also. Because not only at the end of the day, we all want that data to be protected at a low level. So that should be taken care of.
Thank you.
I might not know exactly what laws, but there are laws which are coming up, at least in India. But at the present, we have this DPDA which is taking care of most of the laws, where it says that your digital data is something which is protected, and if you and obviously if you see somebody trying to intrude into your data, you can take legal action against that agency or that company or whatever you want to call it. That law has already been implemented in 2020.
Thank you. Emerging threat landscape. Every time I think I'm coming to end, but you have prepared endless slides for me. Four more slides. Okay. Are you sure? Okay. So AI-powered cyber attacks. Lot of attacks happen in India, I think. Deep fake bots can impersonate users or authorities. Then AI can poison learning models with bad data. Poisoning is important. The attacks evolve dynamically, require real-time defense mechanism. Quantum threats we have. Quantum computers will be able to break today's encryption. Need to quantum-resistant cryptography. IoT aspect, there is a billion of devices, not million, billion of devices, attack surface. Many use outdated firmware or lack encryption. Common threats are there. DDoS, that is what he was talking, via botnets, then data leakage from insecure endpoints. Data leakage is happening very much. Three more, including this. Do you think he's honest with me? Zero.
I was actually talking about the previous slide in the RAC and ECC, which I talked about in the detective cryptography and event shopper algorithm. These two are actually your.
Quantum computers will be able to break the.
It is said that your RAC will be able, RAC can be broken, but it is still said that ECC, that is electric cryptography, is one which is so protected.
One term was mentioned lattice-based cryptography.
But ECC is much more secure than your lattice. At this moment, what people are using to make your data protected is ECC, based on ECC. So you start from an electric clock, you start with the starting point, then you apply the logic of electric clock, then you choose your endpoint. So in a sense, your data gets protected. That is how you make your data more protected. So this ECC is said to be very difficult to be broken. That's what the logic is. ECC at this moment is the most secure data encryption algorithm.
So, here is zero trust means never trust, always verify. Very important. Never trust anybody. And I should not trust him. He has invited me for dinner. Maybe he may disappear tomorrow, and then I will not get any dinner.
Sir, on Sundays, restaurants are closed in future.
What did you say?
On Sundays, restaurants are closed or in future.
I think all the students, they will give me the food. In 6G, trust cannot be implicit. Every device, data packets, and user must be verified continuously. Amen. Verify whether I will get dinner tomorrow evening in his house or not. Then enforcement, continuous authentication, even after login behavior monitored, micro-segmentation, real-time behavior monitoring, key tools and techniques, blockchain, trust, and digital certificates, secure. 6G will require probable trust system embedded in all layers, from physical layer to application layer. Every layer will have 6G will require programmable trust systems embedded in all layers, from RAN to core to edge. Everywhere it will give, really we will have a trustworthy system in 6G. Remaining aspects, confidentiality, encryption of data at rest in transit, 6G evolution, adaptive encryption, policy-aware encryption, dynamic trust levels, integrity, tamper detection, checksums, hashes, blockchain-based verification, trusted attestation. Availability, most important point I will read, last sentence, in 6G security must be intelligent and adaptive, operating in real time and across heterogeneous devices. In previous, like 2G, 3G, 4G, security people were not thinking in their system. In 6G, security will start from the itself. When we design, we integrate, security should be considered at every step. That is a very important aspect. Takeaways. Oh, now I trust you. Because when it is takeaways, it means I should go away and relax till Tuesday morning. Tuesday lecture start at 11 o'clock. You will make the announcement. Yeah. 6G introduces unprecedented challenges and opportunities in privacy and security. I think this is a good point. Legal framework will require compliance by design. Advanced techniques will power privacy preserving intelligence. Zero trust and real time defense are the backbone of secure 6G infrastructure. The CIA triad must evolve to support dynamic, intelligent, and global scale network. This is a good takeaway, I think. Summary of key takeaways day 2. Takeaway for this lecture and takeaway for day 2. The second day of my lecture, yeah? Defining measurable KPIs for 6G use cases, addressing computational limitations and MMTC evolution, exploring futuristic vision, requirements and tech enablers, understanding architectural foundation and security concern. I think these are a good takeaways for today. Yeah. I think have a nice evening. Good long weekend. Because Monday is also a holiday, I understand. So good long weekend. Enjoy Sunday, enjoy Monday, and maybe he may invite you for dinner for Eid. Will you invite me? Okay. Thank you. So we will see each other on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. See, Tuesday and Wednesday, both day we will meet again, and a lot of new topics will come up. I think we'll get new ideas, new takeaways for the whole life. Take care.